Hi guys, it's Amelia here, and today's topic is why is dressage so hard? So I love the sport of dressage. I just love the horses, I love training, I love everything about it. But there's definitely days that I get super discouraged and I just feel like it is the hardest sport and it's so hard to make progress. Sometimes it's so hard to achieve your goals. So comment below. Give me a yes or a thumbs up if you ever feel this way. So why is it so hard? Why is dressage so hard? To me, it's a couple of reasons. Part of what's amazing about dressage is that it's not just about us, right? We have a partner. So we have another animal that's a part of our team, and they may have good days, they have bad days. Sometimes they get sore, sometimes they don't feel quite right. Maybe they even have a headache. So because of this, it's not just you. In a lot of sports, they're individual sports. Like tennis, for example. I mean, there's group tennis, but let's say tennis or swimming or running. All of those are individual sports. They just depend on you and how you're feeling that day and your straightness and your athletic capabilities. But in dressage, it's another being, and it's complicated by the fact that you can't communicate with words with your horse. So you have to communicate in different ways with pressure and release through training over time. You can use voice commands like, walk, trot, canter, and intonation in your voice, but you can't communicate with them via words like you would with another human being. So to me, that's one of the biggest reasons why dressage is so hard. So to me, another reason that dressage is so hard is that it's not always linear, right? It's not always a clear trajectory of progress. You're going to have ups and downs, highs and lows. Your graph is going to kind of go like this. And as long as the trend is upward, you have to just kind of deal with the highs and the lows and know that, believe that you're on the right course. Another reason that dressage is hard is that no two horses and no two riders are the same. So I can't just tell you, even if I wrote out a super detailed map, it's going to be different for different horses. Every horse that I've ever trained is different. They have different strengths and weaknesses. They have different things that upset them and different things that come really easy to them. They all are a little bit asymmetric in a completely different way. So because of this, I can't give you an exact recipe to follow. Sometimes my students say, how much leg do I need to ask for the canter? And I always say, well, I wish I could tell you, but it depends, right? It depends how your horse is feeling that day. Are they hot? Are they lazy? Have you picked up the canter yet today? There's a lot of different variations that depend on how much of any given aid you need at any given moment. And that's where feel comes in, right? You have to have feel. So another reason that I think dressage is really hard is because as humans, we always have a time schedule, right? We have in our day certain things that we need to be at a certain time. In our life, we have certain goals, right? That by the end of the year, I want to have accomplished X, Y, and Z. And horses aren't that way at all. They don't operate on a time schedule. So sometimes they need a little more time. Sometimes they need less time. And also, I read a great article somewhere, but it talked about sometimes that the fastest way to get where you want to go is to just kind of let the horse be your guide, and I'm big on goals and setting deadlines and working towards something, but sometimes the fastest way to get there is to just kind of chip away at it day in and day out and let your horse tell you, what they're ready for, what they're capable for, because overfacing yourself and overfacing your horse can end up being more and more detrimental in the end. So anyways, I just want to conclude this by saying that I think that I want you all to know that I have bad days too, and there's days that I really think, gee, this sport is so stupid and so hard, and why we're so obsessed with making perfect circles and making our horses straight just seems ridiculous. But at the end of the day, I think you have to go back to really why you do it. And, you know, for me, I love the horses. I love the relationship that I get with them over the years. I love being a part of the journey and a part of the progress, even if it's slow. So I hope that this helps you guys on days where you feel maybe a little down about things, and it is a hard sport, but how lucky are we to get to ride these amazing creatures? And horses are just so generous and so honest, and they don't hold a grudge, and they try their best for us. So just remember that and be grateful for your horse, for what you have today, and it could always be worse. So comment below, let me know your thoughts, let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy your horses today and tomorrow and every day in the future.